Hello my charmed ones, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today is Monday, October 3rd, and it is a little bit after 10 a.m. and today is my first day back after my vacation. And then I had I'm gonna say like a long weekend because I went to a wedding and I had a lot of things that I had to do. I was kind of like, let's just say I was like assisting in the wedding. And then I had some things I needed to do on Sunday because we celebrated Starbucks' second birthday, which is actually today, but we celebrated it yesterday. But I think we're gonna celebrate it again today because why not? He's a dog, he's super cute. Do you wanna say hello? Do you wanna sit on my lap? No? Okay. Anywho, you can hear in my voice that I'm sick, I'm getting over a cold, and now he's right down there trying to get in on this video. So what I decided was because this is the start of a new month, and it's like my first day back to work after like a period of time where I've been like totally disconnected, I thought that it would be interesting to do a work week vlog about this week. So I'm actually just sitting down at my desk. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I'll insert it now. When I first came down to my office, my desk was a mess from this weekend, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert a clip right now of me like cleaning it up because it was the first thing I needed to do before I sat down and like was able to record for you. So enjoy. Okay, so I hope that was fun and inspiring and motivated you to clean up either your office, if you're in your office right now and it's dirty, or clean up wherever you are. Another thing I wanna mention is right now, I'm not sure how the audio is recording because I am recording on my DSLR, but I don't know where my mic went. Like I have no clue where it went. It's quite possible it's still in my car, which my husband has. So the audio might be a little bit funny for today's clips. I'm not sure. Again, I'm getting over a cold, so that's the nasally sound. One thing I just wanted to say really quickly about the sound in my videos, just because I've been getting asked a lot, I've had a lot of people who've commented that since I moved, the audio has been different. Now, there were a few videos in there where I actually had like totally messed up my audio, and that was because I had a setting messed up on my camera. But other than that, that which was a real issue, the audio difference, the main difference, I do agree there is a difference in my audio from now and my old apartment, and that is because my old apartment, my office was 70 square feet, and my office now is 200, and half of it is completely empty. So I have an echo that is happening with my audio. So that is why my audio has been a little bit off, if you are curious to that. So what I'm gonna do, like there's obviously not much I can do about the echo. I mean, some people like put up this special padding on their walls to absorb the extra sound, like intense like YouTubers and things like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna like ruin my office by putting up like this sound cushion. But what I will do is I'm gonna do some research and invest in a better microphone. So maybe a better microphone would be able to mitigate the issue. So I do promise you guys I will work on that, but just be aware, you're hearing an echo because I'm in a larger office because my home is bigger and it's hardwood floors and just way bigger and it's not furnished, you know? When you're in a house that's empty versus a house that's like, not that the house is empty, but you know, if you go into an empty house, you have an echo. Once you have furniture in there and it gets like lived in more, less of an echo is produced. So I'm gonna do what I can now to mitigate that issue. But I know many of you guys have said you've maybe noticed a little bit of a difference, but it's not a big deal. Thank you. But I realize there is an issue and I'm gonna try to address it as much as I can. So I'm sitting down right now eating breakfast because it's after 10. And one of the like routines I've been trying to get into is to establish regular meal times for myself for breakfast and lunch throughout the week. So this is something that I have a problem with because I can go the entire day and not eat until like, let's say like 3 or 4 p.m. Then I start like feeling the effects of like not eating. This is something that this has always happened to me, like when I was in college, like when I was working after college, now that I work from home. You'd think it would be better because I'm closer to a refrigerator, but it really isn't. when I go to work, I tend to just focus on like my work, and I like will fail to take breaks to like eat. So to mitigate this, what I've been doing is I've kind of like set this like, I'm not going to say it's a timer because I didn't set a timer, but I've been telling myself that I have to eat my breakfast between like 9 and 10. And I've been telling myself that I have to have my lunch between 12 and 2. So I've been very conscious of the time because of that. And although I work from home and could cook myself breakfast and lunch, what I've been doing to like help this situation, to get myself in the habit is, I don't know if you can see, I've got like a lean cuisine breakfast, right? Because it's easy for me to make these. And it's like, if I see it's 10 o'clock and I haven't eaten, I can pop this in the microwave and eat it. Same thing with lunch. Because when it comes to building a habit, sometimes it's not enough to like schedule the time and like know what you'd be making, you know what I mean? It kind of is hard to get into a new habit or a new routine. So I'm easing myself into it by making these easy breakfast lunch options for myself so that I teach my body to become hungry at this time, because that's something that like I've been able to ignore. Like if there is hunger, I don't really notice it at this time normally. So I thought if I got myself into the habit of eating breakfast and lunch at a regular time, my body would miss eating at that time. That's my theory with this. And why this is an important routine for me. Obviously, like having like regular meals is important, but I find that if I go the whole day and I don't eat until like 3 or 4, at that 3 or 4 mark, I will either get incredibly tired and like want to take a nap, which is a total like buzzkill to your productivity, or because this can happen as well, I just get ravenous and then I eat like everything in sight, which is like not like healthy. So that's why I'm working on eating breakfast. Okay, so I just finished my breakfast. Sorry for that, like probably awkward cut. So like I said, it is October 3rd, and I did not do my planning yesterday for the month of October. So the first thing I need to do is actually sit down with my planner and do my planning for the month of October, which means like my editorial calendar, the blog posts I'll be writing, the YouTube videos that I plan to put out, any promotions or the goals or projects that I want to work on. So I'm going to go ahead right now and fill out my planner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys maybe like a sped up view, I'm not sure, of me working on my wall calendar behind me, which if you guys have seen my previous video on my brainstorm board, when I moved, I decided to like combine my brainstorm board with like another like big wall calendar that I was using to map out projects and plans. So I'm now breaking these things out on like this little wall calendar. So I'm going to show you guys, or let you guys see as I sort of fill that out as well, but it'll probably be sped up just for time's sake. Okay, so something I have to do real quick so I can start planning properly is I actually need to go ahead and print out my 2 printables for this month, which I do use my own printables. My 31 things to do in October. And my October dashboard. And I've got my arc punch here and paper cutter. So I can go ahead and put those in my planner. Okay, you know. Okay, so these planner inserts go in the front. I can pull out September, which I did really good. I did all my goals. And I read 2 books and started a 3rd. So pretty good for September. And I'm going to go ahead, pop these in. You know what? I need to pull out my self-care list too from September, which I did a lot of self-care things for September. Okay, so keep those. And honestly, you guys, I usually just discard these. Like, I don't see any reason to keep them. I guess you could keep them if you wanted to, but I just tend to throw them out. There's nothing on here that's important or that's something I need to track, so I'm good to go. So now I can go ahead and kind of look at my month of October, see if there's any important dates, do my monthly goals and my reading list for the month. And that'll help me with my overall monthly planning. Okay, so it's about noon now. I am more or less done on my planning. I had a lot I feel like I had to plan today, you know, just for like the month and my blog posts and my YouTube videos and all that. Now I'm going to go ahead and, since it's like lunchtime, I'm going to go ahead and eat my lunch. Then I am going to come back and do my blog posts. And after that, I am going to take Mr. Starbuck for a WALK. I can't say the word because he's over there. If I say it, he'll freak out. So, yeah, gonna eat, gonna get the stuff, get all my stuff done, my blog post done, and that'll be it for my day. Oh, just one other thing too. While I'm on that WALK, I'm going to listen to a book on tape. I'm going to be listening to the Necronomicon by H.P. Lovecraft, which is like a collection of his like greatest horror stories. He's like one of my favorite, like, I'm not gonna say he's like my favorite writer, but I do like horror as a genre. And he's like the greatest horror writer. So I'm gonna listen to him when I'm out and about. And yeah, so that's just like, you know, how I'm gonna fit in my reading today, because I want to finish that book this year. Like, I'm like hoping I can finish it. I started it last October, but it's really, really long. So I wasn't able to finish it. So I have no clue where I am, but I've got it on Audible. Gonna listen to it. I'll leave the link down below if I can remember so you guys can check it out. Off to work. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday morning at a little after 10 a.m. I had a little bit of a rough start today. I think I just didn't sleep very good last night, and it's kind of like very like gloomy looking outside, which is why I have like my overhead lights in my office on, which I like hate to do because I hate putting lights on. I don't know, I'm so weird, especially during the daytime, but it's like so dark outside. I need all the lights. So yeah, didn't sleep very well. Just kind of feeling like, ugh, you know what I mean? And I, yeah, basically woke up this morning, laid in bed, just like tried to sleep more. Of course, like it never works. Like trying to sleep more never works for me. And yet I still try and waste the time. But I don't know. I'm going to chalk this one up to still being under the weather. But right now I'm sitting in my office, obviously. I've got my breakfast. I've got a water in this really cute Starbucks mug that's like, what is it, like one of their cold mugs? But do you see it's like kind of like a, I don't know, it's got like this swirly opalescent, what do you call that, geochrome? Is that what it is? Like oil slick? That's like what it looks like. I think it's really cute. And I also have a coffee because this is how exhausted I am, in this really cute mug that says, "You've got this." This was a present from my assistant. She and I were like trading like packages as like gifts for each other recently, and I guess she found this, and I think she got it at Chapters Indigo. If you guys are familiar with that, but "You Got This" is the name of one of my workbooks about goal setting. So the good thing about today and me not feeling, in tip-top shape is that if I go to my planner, let's take a look and set today's top 3. Okay, I actually already set today's top 3 for myself yesterday when I was done, because yesterday was an incredibly productive day. I was able to get all my planning done, my blog posts. Obviously, I've been filming this footage for the vlog. I took Starbucks for a walk, and I got in some reading of a book that I'm trying to finish for October called The Necronomicon. I was listening to it on Audible, though, so I wasn't reading it per se. I know some people like kind of get up in arms when you say that you're reading a book. If you're listening to it on tape, whatever, I'm enjoying a book. Any format works for me. So today, my top 3 is I have to write an outline, a YouTube script for filming tomorrow. I think I'm going to film tomorrow. And now that I think about it, I really think I want to try to film more than 1 video tomorrow. So I might do like 2 scripts and try to get like ahead on my content. In a way, I'm kind of already a little bit ahead on my content because I'm filming this vlog, and I filmed part of another video that I'm doing that's going to be clips over a couple of weeks. So I feel like I am a little bit ahead anyway, but it's never a bad thing to have more content created. Even if it doesn't go up, it's always good, even if you have to save it for a rainy day. So I'm going to work on YouTube scripts this morning. I also really need to do my monthly brain dump because it is the beginning of the month. I do like to use my online business incompletion trigger list brain dump list, which you guys can get online for free from my shop, and go through and just make sure that I'm not missing anything, because I feel like I had a lot of ideas while I was on vacation last week, and I wrote some of them down, but then some of them I just didn't write down for whatever reason, and I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything for this month. So the lesson there is make sure you write everything down as much as you can, but obviously it's not a perfect system. So do a brain dump every once in a while to remember all the things that you're holding on to. And then third, at 12 today, I have it written down as like a coffee date meeting. I have a call, like a Skype call, with one of my friends and mentors for business, and we are going to be chatting it, like I said, at 12. And something that I know that any of you out there who work from home probably also experience is that when you work from home, either running your own business or maybe you're just an at-home worker, right? It's really isolating not having like coworkers. And yes, Mr. Starbuck is my coworker. Where he is right now, I'm not sure. I think he's upstairs actually chilling out in the bed still. But when you work at home and you don't have coworkers, it's very isolating. So I think it's great to be able to connect with other people who maybe are like you and work from home, and every once in a while kind of like have a check-in, like a virtual coffee date or a physical coffee date. If I knew someone locally who was a friend, I guess I could go over to Starbucks and meet them or meet them for lunch, but I have a lot of friends that happen to be all across like the world, really, I guess. So this one is going to be a virtual coffee date, and we're probably going to talk business, which is great because I haven't really talked business with anyone in, I'm going to say like before the summer. Like once the move was happening, like that was all I thought about for a very long time. So it's going to be good to talk about business with someone. So that is my plan for today. This is possibly going to be the only update I put because today is going to be really light. And I'm hoping that the weather holds out, and after my call, I will go and take Mr. Starbuck for a walk again, because I'm trying to get into this habit of taking him out as often as I can, especially if the weather is nice. Because where I live, like eastern Pennsylvania, like the whole East Coast, the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., it rains a lot. Like I was talking to my husband about this. I would say that we actually have like maybe half the month is actually probably like rainy, or at least it like rains in sorts of little spurts. Because we get a lot of flooding and things like that here. So, you know, I do want to take advantage of the fall weather and walk with Starbuck, because I was not good about that in the summer, mostly because I hate taking walks in the heat and the humidity. But now that it's more like in the 60s, I do want to take him for a walk as often as I can when the weather is still nice. So that is my plan for today. Hopefully you won't have another update from me today because my life goes smoothly and my day goes smoothly and nothing unexpected happens that I have to catch you up on. So hopefully I'll just see you tomorrow. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. I look like death. I feel like death. It's a little bit after 10 for some reason. All these days I've been starting at 10. I got all of my work done yesterday, which was really good, but I felt really, really crappy yesterday. My original plan for today was that I was going to film because I wrote my YouTube script for a video yesterday. But I just feel like I'm really tired. I just don't feel like myself, you know what I mean? And my throat really hurts. That's the thing. So earlier this week, I thought I was getting better because I guess like a lot of the congestion, a lot of my wooziness went away. But I feel like I just keep coughing and I just totally chewed up what are these called? Cough drop before I turn this on. But my throat just feels really sore. So I feel like I shouldn't film today. I think it just won't be the best use of my time because I'll want to, I'm going to need to take a shower, do my hair, do my makeup, and I just feel like I'm going to feel like blah, you know what I mean? So I'll probably push that to tomorrow, which is absolutely fine, totally my prerogative to do that. And I do have some things I actually really am interested in working on today. It's one of those days where I'm really inspired to get a lot of work done because I don't know if you guys remember, but yesterday I had a coffee, a virtual coffee date with one of my friends and business mentors. And we talked so long and we were able to kind of what we always do is we kind of work out whatever our current projects are almost. I mean, we don't really go through this is my project right now, but we kind of talk about things that have been happening and things that we want to do. And she was able to help me work out, I think a better plan for something that I have, a project that's been on my plate for a while. And I've been getting major work done on it, but I kind of came to a standstill with it. So because I wasn't sure how I wanted to proceed. And I think after yesterday's call, I had a lot of clarity for how I would like to proceed, which is good because I would like to get it done. There's nothing worse than having a project that you feel should have been done and you have all of the pieces, but you haven't arranged it right. It's kind of like putting together a puzzle sometimes. I feel like running a business and deciding what your projects are going to be, or not just your projects, but how you're going to execute really is what this issue is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Mike is texting me nonstop because apparently he works in the city and apparently one of, oh geez Louise, stop texting me. One of the coffee shops in the city has turned itself into Luke's for the day, Luke's as in Gilmore Girls, the coffee shop that they go to every day in Stars Hollow. And he was telling me that the line was out the door around the corner. He's it's 80% women. And I told him, go get me a Luke's coffee. Go get it. Anyway, if you didn't know, Gilmore Girls, I think you can watch all the seasons on Netflix, but Netflix is actually doing a revival over, I want to say it's Thanksgiving weekend. There's going to be, I think a 2 or 3 episode special, something almost like a movie that's been broken down into just 2 or 3 episodes that are probably going to be an hour or 2 long. So that's really exciting if you're a Gilmore Girls fan like I am. I grew up watching them, loving them. So, anywho, hopefully today Michael will bring me back a Luke's coffee. But back to reality here, back to work. Stop with the texting. So today I think I'm going to work on these projects that I discussed with my friend yesterday. because I have a lot of momentum and I have a lot of motivation. And I tend to feel like, although I think it's very important to have plans and do things when they're scheduled and planned, I do think that you need to take advantage of motivation and creativity when it strikes. I've said this before and I'll say it a million times. The productivity is not like a consistent thing. It is like a wave. It ebbs and it flows. There's times where you're doing, you've got so much energy and you feel so productive and you want to do all the things. And then there's times where it goes into a lull. So I want to take advantage of this high point right now, this motivation right now, and try to knock out some of this work while I'm feeling it and I'm inspired. Especially since I really feel like I have a legitimate reason why I'm going to push my filming to another day. Something I want to tell you guys too, don't want to talk too much about this, but you guys, if you've watched previous videos of mine, like in my functional planning series, you may know, and I've talked about this before, that I theme my days. I think I even kind of talked about this in my last work week vlog. I theme my days so that I'm working on like items on the same day so that I don't have to switch gears. For example, Monday has always been my blog post day. I wrote all my blog posts on Monday. You guys know that. Tuesday has traditionally been my YouTube day, the day where I would normally do the script and film the YouTube video in one day. But since I've moved, I've noticed, and some of you who follow me on Snapchat may know this, Tuesday afternoons, my neighbors have a lawn service. There must be I think there's actually more than one lawn service. Obviously, in any area, there's probably more than one lawn service. But I've noticed that Tuesday afternoons, which is when I tend to film, the lawn guys are here. And I wrote it, I've been writing it down like that they're here. So I've decided, obviously, instead of getting myself ready and sticking to my Tuesday schedule for filming and being annoyed that they're making noise and having to wait for them to get done, because they do a few houses in this neighborhood, and we should probably, maybe I should call them and tell them to do my house too. But Michael and I have been kind of being like new homeowners and doing our own lawn care. But basically, I decided that I had to move my filming to another day, which is why I now do it. I try to do it on Wednesdays. But obviously, it's moving into the new house has been a lot of changes and a lot of negotiating what I'm going to be doing when, and especially since when we first moved in, there was so many. We just had so many contractors and people working on the house doing things. So it was kind of hard for me to even really stick to, especially with the YouTube filming. It seems like no matter what's going on, I always make sure my blog posts are written on Monday, because no matter what, if there's someone here jackhammering, I can still write a blog post, put headphones on, but I can't film. You know what I mean? So it's the thing where I've had to do a little bit of negotiating with my schedule because of this time in my life. But it looks like things are calming down now. The house is pretty much in a good state. So I can, reevaluate my schedule if I want to. But because of the cold, I think it's just not going to work out today. I just don't want to force myself to do something when I'm not feeling it. And today I'm not feeling like doing too much talking, although you wouldn't know it from watching this video. So instead today, what I'm going to do are those, like I said, those business things that I talked to my friend about yesterday. And I'm probably actually going to take my computer and my planner and my notes and my cough drops and go sit in the living room, because I could sit here and work. It's fine. This is I'm not so exhausted I'm going to pass out, but I just think I'll go over to the couch. I think it'll just be more relaxing. I hope I just don't fall asleep. That's all. I don't fall asleep if I'm sitting up here. I might fall asleep if I'm on the couch, but maybe it's not the worst thing. I guess I could use more sleep, although I have been sleeping in all this week. But I'm sick. What am I going to do? So, okay, that's going to be my update, I think, for today. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I'm just going to outline a lot of this stuff and get to work. And hopefully I'm at a good place by the end of the day and don't pass out. But if I do pass out and I don't feel good, I'm just going to let it be. I can't get mad at myself because I'm sick, you know? This happens to me so rarely that it's almost like I should honor myself and lay down, but I spent the last week sick and on vacation laying around. So I feel like I just want to do something, you know? And action begets action. So if I use this motivation today, I feel like it'll help me to push through the cold, which who knows, may heal me. Who knows? Okay, sorry about this like random philosophical rant about being sick while you're working. But okay, I will let you guys go and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so it is a Thursday morning at like 9:30. I'm actually down in my office early today. Not early, but like more on time. I had a very productive day yesterday. Like actually like very like more productive than I like really thought I was going to be doing. If you remember, I said that I thought I was going to go sit on the couch because I wasn't feeling good. And that was true. I wasn't feeling good, but I ended up staying at my desk and getting a whole bunch of work done. So I got my September financials done because the month was closed, so I could go through and do my finances for the business, like tracking that stuff. I added some new content to like my rotating content schedule. Like I just wrote some like new posts and things like that to go into like YouTube and Facebook, not YouTube, I'm sorry, Twitter and Facebook and things like that. And I also created like an email marketing campaign for one of my products that I've been kind of like, it's like one of those projects that it's been on my to-do list for like a year and I just, like I would start it and never finish it. And I had most of the pieces and I just needed to like get my act together and put it together. That was one of the things that I talked to with my business mentor to like, she kind of gave me some clarity on how I should proceed with that so I could just knock it out. And if I keep looking over there, it's because there is, I'm not going to say a giant spider, probably a grass spider because we get a lot of grass spiders, but yeah, I don't know what kind of spider it is. I have to get closer. It's on my wall. And we had a spider in the house the other day too that was climbing up a wall. And I actually have, maybe I'll go get it to show you guys. I actually, for any of you who like, I live in Eastern Pennsylvania and our house actually is like backed up to the woods. So we actually have like a lot of bugs that like I never really got spiders in my old apartment, even though like I've lived in this area for a long time. But we get a lot of spiders, a lot of like different sort of like house centipedes and things like that, that we never got before. And I have actually like a recipe for like a natural bug and spider killer / repellent that I got to go grab it because I'm going to have to use it to get this guy away. So hold on one second. I'm going to grab it and we'll talk about it. Anywho, roll of toilet paper, not toilet paper, paper towels. I'm going to have to whack them. And then I've got my trusty spray bottle full of my natural bug repellent. And this is like the greatest stuff ever. So I'm going to tell you guys how to make this. Okay. What this is I bought from Target, just like a generic spray bottle. You can use any cleaned out spray bottle that you want or buy one from like your local store that's like already empty. What you do is you fill it like, you know, fill it up like, you know, to the body here with warm water. I put in 2 squirts or sprays of like just a regular hand or dish soap. Now, the thing is with this dish soap is you don't want it to be like antibacterial or like anti-grease or anything like that. You just want it to be a standard dish soap or hand soap that you would use. And you want to make sure that it's not like, it doesn't have like too many dyes or anything in it because you're going to basically spray it, you're going to put it in here and you're going to add 20 to 30 drops of like peppermint essential oil. And then what you do is shake it all up and it's a little bit sudsy as you can see. And it smells amazing because peppermint essential oil, okay? And basically what you do is you spray it on your walls like what you want to do is like do door jambs and any like corners of your wall where like the ceiling and the your walls meet, and then at your baseboards. And this kills. I haven't had it not kill a bug yet. So what it does is it kills them because they're exoskeletons. Bugs, they have like that exoskeleton that is very thin and permeable, and the essential oil has a very strong scent. Like if you ever smell like peppermint essential oil, it smells very strongly of peppermint. And they actually, their bodies can't stand it. It actually burns them and causes them to like, one, slow down so you can like smash them if you want to, and two, it will just kill them, which is what I guess what you want. Like I feel bad talking about killing bugs or whatever, but you know, I think most of us, when we see a bug in our house, kill it. So I'm not going to like try to save this spider and like put it outside. Sorry, not going to happen. But anyway, you spray this mixture on your walls, and number one, it smells amazing. Your whole house smells amazing. Now, I've also heard that you can use a lavender essential oil if you don't like peppermint, but I love peppermint and I have no problem with it. Lavender does the same thing. It naturally is a bug repellent because the scent is so strong. And for humans, like we smell it, it smells good. For the bugs, it's like, deadly, keep away. So I'm going to kill this bug. I'm going to kill this bug real quick. And I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I killed it. That was frightening. Okay, so now that the killing of the bug is done, what was I saying before that? I had a productive yesterday. So far, very productive week. And I'm getting a pop-up notification to upgrade my Mac to Mac OS Sierra. So apparently I can get Siri and a whole lot more on my Mac. Wonderful. Siri like doesn't work on my phone. So what is she going to do? Not work on my Mac too? Okie dokie. Yes. Are we going to go ahead and update her? Yes. Oh, and we should also tell the people, that mommy had a very, not only was like my day productive, but in like the evening, like at night, like while I was like I went to my bedroom, like basically, oh my goodness, what's falling asleep on my arm. I got a whole, like, I don't know, at the most random times, normally when I'm about to go to bed, I get like the best ideas for like content and products and all that jazz and like videos and everything. All my best ideas come like right before I'm supposed to be going to sleep. So I had a very productive like little mini brainstorm on my phone last night, and I got some clarity actually on a project that I'm supposed to work on this week, which is actually very helpful because I was kind of lacking clarity on it, you know what I mean? So I'm very glad that like the inspiration struck me. And so basically what I did was I was just sitting like in my room, like in bed on my iPhone, and I was just typing myself notes and like sending myself emails. So I have a few emails for myself in my email inbox today, so that I don't forget to address those ideas and do something with those ideas. So yeah, we had a very productive day yesterday, right? And mommy straightened her hair last night. Yeah, so she can film today. Is mommy going to film her YouTube videos today? Or are you going to watch? Or are you going to sit in the background? Look out the window and make sure no one disturbs your mommy. Yes, I know you are such a good boy, my honey buns. Okay, so let's say goodbye for Thursday, and we'll have breakfast, and we'll get Starbucks food, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go and get someone over here his breakfast. Hello. It is now Friday, October 7th. It's pretty late, actually, in the morning. It's past 11. I slept in like past 10 o'clock today, and it's Friday, and I know I don't have like a ton of things to do, so I'm letting myself be lazy and just like let it be. I really feel like I'm getting over this cold. Like I really feel like it's going, but it's weird because it'll hit me in spurts that I'm like exhausted and tired and feeling like drained, and then there'll be like times where I feel like great. So I'm hoping to feel better today. So I don't know if I actually said in yesterday's video what work I was working on for Thursday. So I just want to quickly recap that because I got everything done. I was able to film for my YouTube video for Sunday. And I edited and exported that video yesterday. And I also had to do an outline for a project that I'm working on. So those were like my top 3 things. Although I would say that like editing and exporting is more like a project, and I don't like to put projects on my top 3 list. But I mean, when it comes to like editing and like uploading, like I know what to do. So today, what I need to do is actually, I have to upload the video with the cover image for YouTube and do the description and all that jazz. So I need to get the video up on YouTube. Then I need to work on my newsletter for Sunday, which I can do now that, I mean, I guess I could always write it, but I tend to write it after my video is done and like ready to go onto YouTube. So I will put my newsletter and I will get that scheduled to go up for Sunday. And, oh, something I did not do yesterday that I put on my to-do list for yesterday, like on my secondary to-do list, that I have to do today is I have to package up the planners that are being shipped out for the people who won on my last vlog. So I do have my planners that I need to package that up, and then I'll probably ship it out tomorrow morning or Monday at the latest. I'll have my take it into the city and ship them out. So that is my to-do list for today, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to be able to get all that done. This week, I would say so far, I'll give you maybe a little bit of recap because today is going to be the last day that I'm going to post, and then I'm going to edit this together and you know, make it a vlog for the coming, not this week, next week, maybe next week. I forget which day it's going up. I think it's going up the 16th. So it's not going to be this Sunday's video. It's going to be next Sunday's video. But essentially, I'm just going to hold on. I'm going to knock off things off this master to-do list over here. Yeah, I think that this week has been pretty productive, productive, right? That's the word, yes. Despite me not feeling very well, I did get everything I needed to done, including an extra like project that you guys heard about on Wednesday. I did that extra project that wasn't on my original like weekly 5 projects. So I'm excited about that because that kind of, it's not necessarily it puts me ahead on my work, but it always makes me feel good when you check off like another project. So I think that's been good. I've been posting, I think, every day except Monday. I don't think I posted on Instagram, but because Monday kind of really did get away from me. So I posted on Instagram a few pictures that are doing well, so I'm excited about that. And I also started using Instagram stories a little bit more. I think I may have talked about this in a previous video or vlog, but I am basically seriously considering stopping using Snapchat and just using Instagram stories. So I'm going to test it out. I may actually put up like a poll or something on my Facebook page and like maybe do some tweets or, you know, some like an Instagram post or an IG Snap story, the Instagram story to tell people to go like check it out. I mean, I think personally that there are so many platforms that we could all be on. And I know some people would say be on all of them, but I just don't think everyone should be on all of them, especially if you're a very small business. I think you should just pick the ones that you're good at and stick to it. I definitely think that this year I've been a bad Instagrammer because I really did not put a lot of thought into Instagram. I know that it was always like my priority to do it, but it really ended up falling to the wayside. At the end of the day, it was not the important thing to do. So I would like to kind of get back into Instagram. And I'm not going to say that Snapchat's the reason I wasn't on Instagram, but it is really tempting to like use Snapchat because it's so quick and easy. But I know that I have a bigger following on Instagram, and I realize that when I'm on Instagram, I am able to be discovered. You can't be discovered on Snapchat, which was kind of the fun thing about it actually, was that it was like maybe just like my most interested followers would be following me on Snapchat, but and they kind of got like this exclusive vlog sort of interaction with me, this is really like weighing the pros and cons of this is really something that has been on my mind, because on one hand, I liked Snapchat for that sort of almost like exclusivity. Not that anyone couldn't follow me, not that I wasn't talking about Snapchat, but I did feel like I was able to vlog a little bit more freely, because I felt like only the people who were the most interested in my content would be on Snapchat. And then for Instagram, I feel like I still have a lot of people, I definitely have a lot of people on Instagram, and a lot of them aren't like, liking my photos or engaging with me or even seeing them, right? Because not everyone sees all of your photos, and that's totally normal. But I do think that just the simplicity of having things in one place could be more convenient. And, I have to weigh those pros and cons, and I'll probably, I've obviously given it thought myself, and then I will probably reach out to my audience to get their input before I make the final decision. So other than that, I really think that's been my week in a nutshell. I think I told you guys earlier this week that I've been trying to eat my meals on like a regular schedule, and I was doing really good with that before I left on vacation, but this week has been a little bit tough for me. I have definitely like slept in more, like gotten down to my office like later. Maybe it's like the change of season and it's getting darker that like is making me I don't know, like making me feel like it's harder to get up in the morning, but I did not do a very good job about that this week, I'll be totally honest. But I do want to try to have breakfast today, even though it's late. So I might, after this, just go grab some food. Other than that, I wanted to show you guys what I got in the mail yesterday that was on Instagram. I got my new October sweatshirt. Oh, can you guys see it? It says, "Happy Halloween, witches." Love it. And I love this like sort of like, I don't know, ugly sweater kind of look to it, / like almost like 8-bit design. I like that. And it's I will link this. It was from Etsy, and I do have it on my Pinterest. It's in my October Pinterest board. I actually pinned it, and then I went to like choose which sweatshirt I wanted, and I bought this one. But I bought a size up in this, thinking that I would want it to be extra slouchy, and I didn't realize that it really was extra slouchy. Sometimes they say it's like it has room, but then it really doesn't, because depending on where things are made, and I wasn't sure if like the sweatshirts came from Asia and they were like women's style, but they were from Asia and therefore they were already going to be cut slimmer. So I went up a size, and I definitely didn't need to. Look at this little buddy who's been on my lap all week. You've been on my lap all week. You're in my video on Sunday because you would not stop trying to sit on my lap. He doesn't care if anyone can't see my sweater. What is with you, Mr. Needy? Anywho, I will leave the link down below, but I will say I ordered this before I even went on vacation. It took like 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I guess, for them to ship it. So I hate saying this, like, check this out if you want to, but because this is going to go up like just about 2 weeks before Halloween. But if you want it just like to have, or they have a lot of other really cute sweatshirts. Like Mike was actually saying that he thought this was really cute, and I told him about some other ones they had, and we were thinking about like getting like a matching set for like Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas. So you can go definitely check out the shop. It's pretty cool, and I'm not affiliated or anything with them. They definitely don't know I'm talking about this. I don't even think I have a promo code or anything that came with my order. Sometimes, Etsy stores give you a promo code. I don't think I got one like that. No, I don't think so. But, oh, and I should say it's off the shoulder, if I didn't say that. It's like, you don't have to wear it off the shoulder, but it kind of falls off the shoulder anyway. Plus, this is a size too big for me. So it's essentially a dress. Like it goes all the way down halfway down my legs. And it's super big. But my husband said it's not too bad. Like it doesn't look like I'm totally swimming in it. He thinks it just like looks like you sized it up. So I think I'm swimming in it though. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that is it for my update. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, and feel free to leave me any questions or comments down below in the comments section. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me, and until next time,